Why, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield, and today we're going to talk about all these things they dropped. Why did they drop all these? What is going on? Basically, what happened is, they did some updates and they made it easier. So they updated a couple commanders' abilities. They gave a huge buff to Saruman, but they basically gave us this ability to kind of like. And they expire soon for me, so I'm going to show you this. I'll probably put it out soon in case you want to see this. You could pull a certain amount of respect out of commanders' respect for level 4 or above. Each use will reduce the equivalent respect 10 respect items for that commander. Return the corresponding number of respect items to you. The lowest a commander can be downgraded is respect 4. Level 4. Some people were a little bit annoyed that it was only level 4, why you couldn't just take the respect completely out of a commander. I agree with them. If they're going to do big changes, it should always be you could fresh restart and remove respect out of a commander. But it's not that important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through right now in this video and go ahead and just take out a bunch because I don't think there's going to be any downside to it. So if I use this on Treebeard, right? He's respect 5 right now. I can get 10 back. Okay. Now, basically, it takes out the exact amount. So you can see mathematically, it's going to be taking out... so 400, and then it takes off another 2,000, right, to get it to respect 4, the closest it can get. Well, actually, it takes down a certain amount, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. We're just going to see how it works here, all right? It's going to explain. This can be used on a specific commander you have already recruited to convert a portion of the respect into respect items corresponding to the commander. Commander's respect level can be downgraded to a minimum of level 4. However, their respect gained from tavern tips will not be converted. If the commander has already crafted their relic and the commander is lower than respect 10 after respect conversion, the relic will return to an uncrafted state, and all the materials of the consumed when crafting, enchanting, or refining the relic will be refunded. Relic attack process will not be retained. So you'll get back your mithril and you'll get back your other items that you use to craft your relic. Okay? That's basically what they're saying. Man, I'm actually kind of tempted to use this on Gimli just because I could see what items I use to refine his battle axe and see if I want to use them with something else. The commander is busy with affairs. Oh, well, they guess they have to be at home. Gosh, that's actually kind of like... maybe I'll test it on a different commander first. See, because I actually have Gimli's special... I have his axe. Like, finished. But... it said it gave back everything. That would be including mithril. Now, I have it fully upgraded, and I want to keep Gimli, but I'm just thinking maybe there's some items in there that I want to take out. So maybe I'll test it on the Crimson Blade on Dane first. I think I'm going to do that. I think we're going to use it on Dane and see what happens for science, okay, since we're using this video. It says we won't lose anything, so let's go ahead and see it. Now, the only thing we will lose is if I got any respect for Dane in the tavern. That's a little bit lame. I'm not going to lie, a little bit lame that they wouldn't convert the tavern experience out. I'm not sure why that is, but we'll go ahead and see here. So I could downgrade. So can you use this as many times? This item can be used on a specific commander or respect 4. Each use will deduct 10 respect items from the commander, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's go ahead and just use it once here. All right, and again, we'll double check here. So it says, again, that a corresponding commander or commander's respect level... however, their respect gained from tavern tips will not be converted. So does that just mean, though, I think that just means that it will keep it at the end. I don't think you lose it. I think, like, for example, let's say you earned 1,000 respect from tips, tavern tips. You won't be able to, or let's say you earned more than level 4 on respect through tips on taverns, which would be insane. It's really hard to do. But you wouldn't be able to go down past wherever that's finished full, I would assume. So conversions cannot be undone. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yes, do it. Okay. So, and then I'm just curious if I was going to put him back up to respect 12, we'd be back about where it was. And then I have 3 more, too. Okay, so that's... Now, his item, his relic, you get to use their relic at a certain level. So I'm going to have to really pump out a lot more. So you can keep using the item over and over and over and over, I believe, on the same character. Let's just double check that this is the case before I tell you that. Wait. I take it back. I do not see Dane's ability to do... Interesting. So what is this one? This item can be used on commanders who undertook Ascension before the update on the 25th of September 2024. Upon using it, you will gain 1 chance to replace a item originally consumed during the Ascension with any respected... Oh, that's cool. Okay, so what that's saying is, basically, if you used an item that you really didn't want to use on ascending someone, like my Gandalf the White, I could pull it out and switch it for something else. So like like for example, for my Gimli, I'd rather put these to my other character so I could exchange it for another item I don't care about as much. Like for example, Thranduil. I don't use Thranduil. Let's see here. I'm not sure which ones of these I would use the most. I want Saruman. I don't think I'll use him. I don't think I will use... Well, Treebeard I might want back later. Bjorning I do want. He's strong. I don't think I'm going to use her at any time soon. So I'll use that one. So I need 40 of these? Because I needed 40 before? Or, oh, I could use some of these too. Oh. Alright. So I could use up like Frodo and Sam, even though they're actually really good commanders. I don't really use these characters though. So what you could do here at this point is you could use these exchangers, right, to get certain things out of a commander that you didn't want to use up. Like this one I don't. Well, it uses Thorin's Respect. So there are some things I would definitely want to like exchange. Can I just do some exchange? I'm curious. Oh, you can. You can exchange just a few items. You don't even have to fully use the full 40. You can just take some out. Oh, that's fantastic. That's a good thing. Now, here's the thing. So I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to go ahead and just remove... I'm going to just take out a bunch of respect from all these characters, and I'll go back through later on the ones I don't want. And it looks like you can only use it once. Okay, so that's a little bit lame. I'm not going to lie. You should be able to take out way more respect than just 10 each. If you got your character, like, let's say, totally changed. Oh, wait. Yes, you can. There's Gimli. You can do it, right? No, it was Dane I used it on. I didn't use it on Gimli. Okay, yeah. Well, we'll go ahead. Didn't I already use it on Treebeard? Or did I? Maybe I just read it. Let's see. Let's use it on Treebeard. And now let's go back into the items and see if Treebeard is back. No. Okay, so no. It's a single use on each one. Well, I mean, it's not terrible. So I'm basically going to go through... is there any point I'd want to take out Falgon's Respect? Not really. I use Falgon. There's really no point to take the beard respect here out. So I will take out some of this respect, though. Might use his for something else. Falgon, he's one of my main characters. So, and like this character, he's not one of my main characters. And again, remember, it's the exact amount. So in theory, you could take them all out for the video's sake, guys, and I might just take them all out, and I could add them back, right? The exact same that I took out of those 10. So it's not like you're losing anything to just take them all out, and if you're going to run out of time, if you only have a few days left on this thing they did, you might as well have the inventory respect in your inventory, and then just readjust how you want to readjust things later, right? So I'll go ahead and I'm just going to do this with all the characters, and go through and do it with all of them. And then I'll probably do a couple respect switches here and there with the this item. So let me go through and take out a couple more characters that I really care about here, just in case. All right. There we go. You really probably don't need to see all this part. Maybe I'll just do the last... I'm going to do this with all these characters, and then I'll jump to this in a second. All right, here we go. Baruch Kazad. All right, so this is what it looks like if you are really close to respect 4. It'll just take out a couple. So it's just taking 2 away here from Boromir because he was just barely respect 5. And if you use it on one guy and there's nothing here, it means they're already at minimum respect. All right, so he basically be respect 4 if I even took 1 out, so it won't let me even use it on him. It's funny because I could say okay. Does it even give me anything? Yeah, see, nothing to convert. All right, so that one's just useless for me. But I can do the rest of them, and to keep in mind too that as you're doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and just use it on my Gimli. Might as well. All right, there we go. But yeah, it really is nice that they're able to take out some respect. I don't understand what the change is, why they didn't allow people to take out more than just 10 each. It seems a little rough. I mean, I'm glad they gave us some back, but why, if they did a massive change on a character, would they not let you take out more than that, you know? All right, and then we'll go ahead and use it on Mr. Gilgalad here. So I'm pretty much about finished. I did a bunch off video here too. But once I've taken them all out like this, then I'm going to go through and do my converting. All right, on all the different things. Now, the big thing you need to think about when you're doing the converting is that you need to think, what character am I really going to be using? And that's a challenging one. But what I would recommend doing is try to pick the ones you really won't want to use. And then once you have those chosen, then you can go through and remove and replace the items with the converting thing that you really didn't want to waste. Like, again, my Gimli had to use Dane items to ascend, and apparently they've changed that because of the system. They made it where now you don't have to ascend using a particular, like, other dwarf item or other whatever character you're using. You can use any of that level. So what I'm going to do now, all right, mind you, is that I am going to go, these are all ones that I can use to recraft items, which I may end up using. We're going to go into here, and then I'm going to pull out, like, for example, Gimli. I want my Dane items back, because I want to use them on Dane, right? So I could use any gold item now. So I'm going to use, we'll use some Thranduil items, and we'll use, let's see, what other characters? I'm probably not going to use Radagast, really. And then the Witch King's pretty good, but I'm going to take this one out. I'm probably not going to end up using Treebeard. Oh, I feel bad doing the Treebeard, but let's wait. Let's see, do I have something else I can use instead? I'm not going to use hers. I want to just take out as many Dane items as I can for Dane, because Dane's a good commander. And I'd like to use that instead. I'm probably not going to end up using him, so I'm going to use his items, and I think poor Gilgalad may be the other one. Poor Gilgalad. I'm going to just try to pull out as many Dane items as I can out of him. We'll use this one, Círdan, and there we go. We'll do that. All right, so I'm converting those 40 items to take back 40 of the Dane items. Now, I could also take more Gimli respect back to use on Gimli or Balin. So I could also convert, let's say, some items I don't want on other characters to get more respect for Gimli. Because, if you remember, Ascending just cost 100 Gimli items or whatever it was. It was crazy. Now, I need to keep these just in case I want to use that on them. But I could use some of those to switch it out. I don't know if I'm really going to use Gothmog. Let's see. I'm not using Lurtz. He's a great commander, but I have plenty of... Between Gimli and Dane, I have plenty of those commanders. I'll use this one's, and he can actually be good, but I just don't use elves very often. I'm not going to use him, so we'll go ahead and convert that. So this is how I'm thinking. I'm thinking, what am I going to use later? And I know a lot of you are like, this doesn't help me because I'm a newer player. That's where you have to kind of figure out, what do you want your meta to be? Make your main squad. Pick forward commanders that you really like, that you really want to use. There are definitely meta ones you can use to figure that out. You can also use I can't, let me show you in a second. I'll show you something right after this to give you an idea on that. I'm going to remove those, and then I just need another chunk here. What is this one? Yeah, I'm not going to use him or this one. I just don't use a lot of evil commanders, so all right, with that, I might use Legolas. All right, there we go. Boom. All right. Convert. So these are the ones I'm converting. It's showing all the different respect items and what I'm going to get back. All right. So I got 100 Gimli respect items back and 100 Dane. Awesome. Now, granted, they gave me 11 of these. I'm probably not going to use it on everybody, but the only other person I'd probably use it on is maybe Falcon? Let's see. Who else would I use it on? Oh, I didn't know he used Dane items too. I could pull some out of... Oh. See, because I really care to use my dwarves. So, these are all the characters that are ascended. Alright, so he used... Let's just look through all the ones. He used these. So, technically I get some Gimli out, but it's not worth taking all my other ones away to do that. This one might be worth it because he's ascended. I get more Dane coins out of him. Shake him until he drops... Until he does payday. It's like Meowth from Pokemon. Give me the coins! Alright, the only ones I care to do is Dane and Falcon. I care more about this one because I want the Dane coins. So, how could I get a bunch of Dane coins back without ruining all my other respect? Dang it, I probably should use the Witch King. Yeah. And I think I'll use a Sealdor because I'm not going to use him. I want as many Dane coins as I can get. I want those. I want those. I'm probably not going to use this character, so I think I'm going to use those new ones we got. I will probably use those characters in the future. And I think we'll use Treebeard. And then I'll drop in Saruman I used. I think we'll drop in... maybe that's all I'll do. Maybe I just... Oh, there we go. We can use some more of the Witch King. Okay. There, did I get them all? Make sure... Oh, that's not good. Why did it do that? Oh, be careful, guys. I don't know why it did that. My emulator is the one kind of messing with things here. I think what I'll do is I'll toss in... to Sauron. All right, there we go. And now, granted, I could try to get some more respect for Gimli and just really pump up Gimli even more so, but I don't know. I think I kind of want to use Gandalf the Great. Well, I can only get 10, so I'll just use Gandalf the Great to get my 10 back, and I'm not going to worry about the other ones. And with that, convert. I mean, in theory, if I converted... Oh, no, wait, what am I saying? I should convert some of the purples I don't use, because I'll get a bunch back to use for Dwalin. Get him more respect. You see why that's important to use? Gosh, can't believe I almost did that. Okay, we'll do that. We'll use these guys and these guys. There we go. Problem solved. And those are what I'm converting and converts. Now I've got all of these Dwarven respect back for Dane, for Gimli, and for Dwalin. That he didn't take any respect out of him. It's just what I had to use to ascend him. So, fantastic. So with that, the last thing I'd want to do is I'd want to work with, I'd want to probably get some of these out if I can, just to get a little more Falcon respect. And what I'd have to do is, I would have to sacrifice these, probably his, and then Legolas I might end up using. I think what we'll do is I'll use Frodo and Sam and some of Gandalf the White. You know what? I'd rather use up Gandalf the White than Frodo and Sam, actually. We're just going to do a little... Should probably check the respects first to see where they're at. But I think what we're going to do is I'm going to be cheeky and just do that. And then if I wanted to get some more Thorin respect, I don't think I have anything to spare. So Thorin respect is just going to have to be sad. So there. Pull some more respect out for Falcon. I'm done. All right, so that's what I did. Now, again, just real quick for the end of this, to explain how do you really think of like building your teams. You can always go to this thing in the corner down here, down there at the bottom. It's this little thing right here. And if you, no, not that, excuse me, the walkthrough, the third button up. And this will help show you teams and stuff, and that's great and can be very helpful at times to show you things in different builds, okay? There's more you can click here, and you can actually see more details on it, and it'll explain things. I talk about things, too, obviously, on my videos. But you also learn, you can just talk to the community, say stuff in the world chat. Like, is this commander very good? Now, some people have mixed views and opinions, but I should probably, with the rework, do kind of like a tier list. I could do that sometime. I won't have it out in time for this finishing in a week, at the time of me recording this video. So, sorry. But in the future, if they do it again, it's probably good to know. But again, they redid things, which is why a new tier list is going to probably be needed. And then also another thing you can do is someone shares a battle report. You can actually go into... Let me see if I find it. Ah, here it is. I was looking all over for it, but it's in the same thing. Go to the walkthrough button, and then you go to more, right, at the top there. And then it's the second one right here is the one I was thinking about. It's recommended builds. And you can see people who have actually set up builds. And you know what's hilarious? This guy right here, Darth the Little, literally my build. That's what I use. That's my main group. I literally use Gimli, Dane, Gandalf the White, and Sauron. It's a really good combo. I really like it. But you can go through here and you can actually see what commander you want to, like, you be your main commander, and then see what people build. And you can also see if they're well liked or not and stuff. And this really can kind of help you learn what the meta is. All right. Again, I can make a whole video on this particular topic. I made one in the past, but they've redone this page a lot. So I will think about making another one. If you'd like that, leave a comment. Let me know. So anyway, with that, my friends, have a great and wonderful day in Middle-earth. Stay happy. Thanks to my patrons for their support. Thanks, Mr. Reb, for being a Royal Guardian. And thank you guys for liking, subscribing, and watching. I will see you in the next ones. Stay happy, my friends. Baruch Hazad Kuzad menu. And hopefully that helps you out with that new respect thing and conversion stuff. You need to think about what commanders you're going to be using. Your main 4. And sometimes you might not want to fully convert all of those items. But, again, I've been playing so much, I kind of knew exactly what I wanted and didn't want. It's really hard for me. There's so many variables as a player and so many options that it's hard for me to tell you exactly what you should pick. But again, hopefully this will help you out kind of looking what the recommended things are and stuff. That kind of jazz with the walkthrough stuff. And with that, my friends, have a great day in Middle-earth. And I will do maybe a tier list in the future if you guys want a video like that. And also more details on that walkthrough playlist. Let me know in the comments if you guys want that. And I'll see you all in the next episodes of Voice of the Ring. Stay happy.